investigation on the merger of MCI and Verizon Wireless. We will be talking to industry analyst Gertrude Gibbons and Verizon representative Patty Power. Now I'll turn it over to Deborah Roberts to discuss the background of these companies.
Thank you, Stone. Verizon and MCI both began operations in 1983 as separate companies. Verizon started as Bell Atlantic and underwent a series of mergers before changing its name to Verizon Communications in 2000. MCI began operations as Long Distance Discount Services. The company was then known as WorldCom for a number of years. After merging with MCI, WorldCom was forced into bankruptcy in 2002 when a long-running accounting fraud was discovered. After emerging from bankruptcy, new management changed the name to MCI in an attempt to discard WorldCom's tarnished image. We'll be right back for an industry analysis with Gertrude Gibbons.
Oh, that's just my network.
Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
We're back with industry analyst Gertrude Gibbons. Welcome, Gertrude.
Thank you for having me.
We've noticed a lot of mergers within the telecommunications sector. Why has this occurred?
The telecommunications sector began to converge in 2003. January 1 of 2003, the Federal Communication Commission removed a cap on how much wireless spectrum any one cell company could use in one geographic area. With the removal of this cap limitation, market competition dramatically increased, and wireless providers were able to grow their operations.
How have mergers affected the competition in the marketplace?
Mergers have shaken up the marketplace. Prior to 2003, Verizon was the nation's #1 wireless provider. However, in 2004, AT&T and Singular merged, and Verizon fell to the #2 position. Branding, pricing, contract terms, and phone offerings have become major tools to gain market share. Additionally, the mergers of larger operations have placed pressure on smaller cell phone operations.
What led to the Verizon-MCI merger?
I believe Verizon was simply seeking to expand its government and business operations. MCI had a stronghold with government contracts. Merging with MCI would not allow them to reclaim their #1 position in the wireless market because that was not MCI's stronghold. For MCI, I believe the management realized that the troubles of the past were too great to overcome. Having just emerged from bankruptcy after the notorious accounting scandal, the company was struggling to rebuild and having statements just prior to the Verizon-MCI merger announcement.
Finally, what consumer trends have you noticed in the wireless industry?
Increasingly, consumers are foregoing getting a landline and getting a long-distance provider, which is what MCI was primarily in. More and more people are settling on owning a cell phone, which provides free long distance. This is why the mergers of these telecom giants is so important.
Thank you, Gertrude.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with Verizon representative Patty Powers.
It's coming.
Honey, it's time. I'm on the way to the hospital. Are you coming? It's okay. He knows how to get there.
Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
And we're back. I'm Stone Phillips, and this is Patty Power, a Verizon representative. What happened to MCI as a result of the merger?
Verizon acquired 100% of MCI's outstanding common stock, and MCI completely merged into Verizon, ceasing to exist as a separate legal entity.
What was the final price Verizon paid for MCI?
Verizon ended up paying $8.5 billion for the acquisition, and this was made up of both cash and issued stock.
Isn't this more than the initial offer?
Yes, it is. We found ourselves in a bidding war with Quest Communications for the purchase of MCI, and we had to increase our offer.
Was this a successful merger for Verizon?
It was a successful merger. The 2006 target was $550 million in merger synergies, but that number was exceeded for a total of $600 million in synergies by the end of 2006.
What did Verizon gain from this merger?
Verizon now has a global IP network that covers more than 100,000 miles. We've gained a much larger global presence and now serve customers in 150 countries around the world. We also received a new customer base made up of corporate and government clients. The merger has allowed us to expand our domestic and international market share.
Thank you, Patty Power. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Good?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Okay. Can you hear me now? Hello. Good.
How about now? Can you hear me now? Good.
Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.